bang.
You have now access to complicated production.
About to see some paper.
Ain't the top of the juice in the proper breakfast. While I read the paper, put it in the block. About to see some paper. What time it is? It is.
Yeah, in this thing.
This morning show. 100%. I got my dog Bogart Scott free in this bitch. How you feeling today, big bro?
Man, you know what I mean? Everything mooey. You feel me?
Come on now.
Slow
So the
motion
price
in the
varies.
back. Yeah, the price varies. You know what I mean?
Come on now.
Yeah.
100%, man. Top of the top. Lee, how you feeling this morning, man?
I'm feeling hunky-dory.
Talk about it, man.
Man,
What you got cooking up for tomorrow night for the people, man?
I got the power hour. It's going to be a 30 to 45-minute power hour before the game, so just a precursor before the game.
Let's get it.
I'm still drawing issue with this, Lee.
Yeah.
Up of a king.
You got an issue with everything.
You got a whole hour. You say get it 30, 40 minutes. You keep forgetting about the second half of the show.
You mean the Haterade show?
The sugar-free Haterade
The
show.
segment.
The segment 4.
The sugar-free Haterade half hour. The sugar-free Haterade half. There it is.
Bring them on in. I'll have to reel all those motherfuckers up.
Hey, so you need to make the sugar-free hater hour the third and the fourth segment instead of just the fourth segment, Lee.
Yeah, I need a good percentage of it. Pause.
We're gonna get that motherfucker there, man. 100%.
Yeah, we're gonna get you right, Lee.
Y'all make sure y'all come pull up tomorrow for the Chargers Power Hour. We're gonna do the watch party right after that, man. 100%. And then Friday we're gonna be back for Wake the Game Up, man. 100%.
Yeah.
We got King D in the building. We got Albert in the building.
What up, King D? LBC.
And you got to remember last week, King D told you, man, he had an hour ride and he was looking forward for you to take him all the way to that hour ride, bro.
I was taking to the promise.
And try and get it at least 45 minutes this week, big bro.
Hey, King, I'll make it last. Pause.
It's false advertisement now, Lee.
Okay.
It's an hour.
Hey, I gotta get my strength up, man. I gotta last the longest possible.
Get them fluids in you, pause, man, and that vitamin C, man.
I got my OJ for a blunt for breakfast.
Hey, Lee will be like, "Hey, look, I'm out for a couple days, y'all. Listen, listen, y'all, I'm out."
I knew I'd get
30 minutes later, he's like, "Breaking news." Like, go rest, bro.
Come on now.
Hey, Bogey, I don't need a sponsor. It's OJ and a blunt for breakfast time.
Come on now.
There it is.
Oh, everything. Hey,
I'm telling
bro,
you might
stay
need to
on
start
go.
smoking, Lee. Lee might not listen. Actually, you know what, Lee? You're better than us, Lee.
Oh, well.
You might need to start smoking though, Lee. Listen, the Native Americans, bro, they ain't been doing that shit since the dawn of man. Since they discovered fire, we've been lighting tree on. Fire. I'm just saying, man. What else? Like, let's light this thing up. They found that little bush. They found the right bush. Huh? They were trying everything
until they found the right one. This is it.
See, and then once they got lit, right, they started saying, "Oh, you know what? What else can we smoke?" And then other bro goes, "This deer we just murked." Like, oh, word, smoke the deer. And then that was how they had, that they already had the first barbecue.
They had the barbecue. They had this oregano. They had the motherfucking basil. Man. They had all the fresh herbs and spices
they
for that motherfucking deer. Oh, my mama. They knew what they was doing. 100%. Just like somebody else who know what they was doing, man. Our motherfucking fella, neonpeacockmerch.com. That's who like 100%. We're going to play a message from our sponsor, and we're going to yank this motherfucker off. We'll be right back. Yes, sir. NeonPeacockMerch.com, man. Go slide over there, man. Get locked in, man. 100%. And you get you all types of shit over there cooked up. If you see the drip all the time with the co-host, 100%. Not only is it drip, but you can get you some shit for your house, for your office, you know what I mean, for your man cave.
Yo, man, he's got some great pillows, hoodies, shirts,
all types of shit, man.
Name it.
100%.
My half of my closet's neonpeacockmerch.com.
Talk that shit, bro. 100%. We got Smokey. What'd you say, bro?
I gotta get my hoodies though. I want to get a nice, thick, warm winter fleece hoodie. Sure. Yeah.
Oh, my mama. Smokey, what's up, big bro? He said, what's up, guys? Am I wrong to send Pickens to get Genty? My RBs are shot. They are Travion Henderson, Rashad White, RJ Harvey, Sharps, and Gainwell. At wide receiver, I have Puka, Rice, London, and Pickens. Yeah, you definitely can afford to give up Pickens to bring in a running back, but I wouldn't necessarily target Genty, big bro. He's somebody. Even Bogey said it on the Tuesday night show or the Monday night show.
I go with Chase Brown.
On the swivel, let him know why you swerving. I mean, you swerving off Genty, big bro.
I mean, their offensive line is one of the worst since week one. It's the worst. It's actually they're getting hit behind the line to the tune of a 1.5 yards before the line of scrimmage. So they're getting hit 1.5 yards on average behind the line of scrimmage when they run the ball. So we need him to be the most incredible after the contact. You know what I mean?
Or he got to make 3 motherfuckers miss on one play behind the line of scrimmage in order.
And then they go, "Oh, it's a hell of a 6-yard run."
Right,
like, all that for 6 yards. So it's like it's not the greatest. I will say, at least if you're buying Genty, you know that deal might still be there after this week. I don't want to buy him on a bye week. I'm giving up a player who I could use now because bye, babe. Have a good day. I feel like that deal will be there. Put your shoes on, please. Don't walk like that with your shoes on.
I got some game though. So I got Pickens in my home league, right? Mm-hmm. And I just sent an offer for CMC, right? The first offer was Javonte and Zay. You know what I mean? He declined. No, he countered, but declined it, right? So the main he only wanted 2 pieces off my team in order for me to acquire CMC, but he was finna send me a whole bunch of nothings that I didn't want. But them 2 pieces was Javonte and motherfucking Rashee Rice. Right now, I got nice wide receivers, and I got Pickens in this league. I sent that motherfucking Odunze and Javonte. It sat there for about an hour. So I'm back here doing the entries for the top 36 plays and shit. Took about an hour. I'm like, nah, fuck that, man. I'm not finna do this shit. But I was thinking about it. Do I want to get off these 2 Cowboy players because I got Javonte and Pickens?
Yeah.
Maybe go do this. See, bro, I ain't gonna say that. I talked to you about this. Bro, at the draft, he like, JD, send Javonte right now. I already know what he's finna do. 100%. And you see where Javonte is right now. So should I sell high on Javonte, which, like I already said, I tried to bring in CMC. Now, with that said, talking about Smokey, bro, you got Pickens right now, who's in the offense that's humming. 100%. Name value alone right now is way better for you to even think about trying to go get Genty. 100%.
Yeah, and I mean, his running backs is wounded, the Henderson thing, but like, I mean, if I only need to start 2 and I'm strong everywhere else, like I think I'm okay rocking that way. Y'all see how I rock, and you know what I mean? I practice what I preach, right?
Oh, 100%.
My receivers are usually nasty, my running backs are usually wounded, and I'm trying to figure it out. And like, you know, I'm one of those ones. Every time I try to send something out, I have Javonte in most of these leagues, so that they always kind of want Javonte, and I'm like, and I'm like, it's the time to sell him, but I don't have. But he's, you know, just one of those late round running backs that I hit on because I wait on running backs, so I can't really use my RB1.
Like I went because, like I said, I got like a couple of shares of Gibbs, right? And when I got Gibbs, I went hero RB 100%. I got one,
Smart.
and then that was it. I started just trying
that
to
was
go.
ultimately the best strategy this year.
I didn't have no zero RB strategy 100%.
I went all 0.
No, I ain't mad at it though. Like if you hit on Javonte in the 6th round, 7th round, then you're not mad at that 100%.
I thought I
if you waited on Dobbins in the 9th round, if you waited on Dobbins in the 9th round, 100%, you're satisfied with that. Etienne is another motherfucking running back that you're lightweight satisfied. DeAndre Swift, who's been hot right now, you're lightweight satisfied for what you had to wait for a few weeks for DeAndre to start heating up. But man, on everything. So I'm just saying, like he got better options if he wants to dangle George Pickens out there. He don't have to settle on Genty.
I might even do some cheaper alternatives. Like I'd look to the waiver first and see if like Devin Neal is floating around, because that's a kid that could like get
Brashard Smith. Brashard Smith is running back on the wire that I've been holding on to him
for Brashard Smith first.
I've been holding on to him for weeks on my mount.
Here's one thing.
Drafted, bro, in certain spots.
The Money Gang, Monungai, Kyle Monungai. Look out for Kyle Money Gang if he out there. Because here's the thing, and I guess for the Money Gang and for who do you just mention right now, JD? Brashard Smith. The one thing I will say is there's a little caveat here is that they did it against the Raiders and then they did it against the Saints, where it's like, how many times are we going to get 41 rush attempts from their backfield against the Saints, right? Or for the Bears, right? Then same thing for, Hunt goes down, and then Isaiah Pacheco
Hunt came back in the game though.
Yeah, but Pacheco gets a lot of work, but then Brashard gets 14 carries as well. So it's like, you know what I mean? And he catches, all 5 of his targets or whatever it was.
He had 40 yards on the ground and like 36 receiving. So he had a 70-yard game. A 75-yard game.
What, 6 receptions?
Scrimmage yards, 100%. And that's the thing, is like they're not getting that in that running back room. Yeah, there's no consistency in that running back room. And with them fresh legs from that 7th round rookie, it's like he's going to start carving out a role as these weeks go along, especially now that you got Rice back on the field. He's a whole different weapon when you got him there. And now you got Brashard, who presents way better, more explosive than IPOC and Kareem Hunt. Oh, yeah. I see Brashard's role going up, bro. 100%.
Yeah, I can see it getting expensive, especially because they're one of the better offenses in the game right now, and they're barely getting healthy, and it's like almost like a new look, because they're finally seeing what they intended on it looking like. And Kareem Hunt getting hurt actually helps them, to me, in my opinion, because now they don't just go to this plotter ass running back that ain't really doing nothing much but running north south. You know what I mean? And then. You got the number 1 QB leading the charge right now, number 1 QB in fantasy right now.
Oh, well, that's why I didn't do the CMC trade. He wanted Javonte and Rice, and he was going to give me CMC, Travis Kelce, Hollywood, fucking Etienne. Etienne's on a bye, so I can't use him. Man, it was a whole bunch of nothings. I'm like, nah, man, fuck that. Even though I would have had Gibbs and CMC, everything. I'm still trying to hold on to Rice.
Third's not bad.
Huh?
And Etienne as the third's not bad. But I'm not getting off the right. Listen, we done waited 6 weeks for Rice.
And what happened his first game back? 2 TDs. Fuck that.
Get 10 targets right out the gate too.
Shout out to Derek, man. We got Derek in the building.
What up, D?
100%. So the theme for like the last two months, we've been doing a lot of jewelry heists, a lot of stuff doing with jewelry. So we got 2 stories that's talking about some jewelry. The ear to the street story, we're gonna go across the pond and look at this one jewelry heist. But this first one, we're gonna stay here in the beautiful state of California. Somebody then got a 600,000 Richard Mille and took off their arm.
Wow.
Oh, we're let's get it.
You're supposed to have that thing handcuffed to you.
Right.
The hunt is on for 3 armed men who attacked an Irvine business owner and robbed him at gunpoint.
It happened in a parking area as the man was leaving work.
Well, he tells our Michelle Gili they snatched his watch worth more than $500,000.
I honestly thought I'm going to die, yeah. But I thought they're going to shoot me anyway, so let's fight till the last minute.
An Irvine businessman says he was robbed of his $600,000 watch during a violent incident as he left his office on Main Street Wednesday evening. Because the suspects are on the loose, he's afraid to reveal his identity.
One was sitting on my face, the other guy was hitting with a gun my head, my face. The guy with the black hoodie, he tried to do something with his gun got jammed like twice. I already felt the car is coming to me. I knew something is fishy.
The victim says the 3 men were waiting in a parking garage. He opened the door to his Bentley and they surrounded him with guns drawn.
I was just about to ask, I wonder what kind of car he's driving.
There's no question that they were after his exclusive Richard Mille Nadal watch. He
Wow.
posted a picture of the watch Sunday on social media.
I have a private Instagram. Sometimes, yeah, I'm posting here and there. I know it's wrong, but this could be part of it. It could be someone that knows me from my social networkings.
Irvine police are investigating why the man was targeted as they search for the robbers. They want people to follow a simple rule.
Yeah, with social media, we're all sharing the things in our daily lives, right? And they're kind of breadcrumbs. You know, if you're showing your apartment, you're showing your place of business, your vehicle, they could leave thieves to you. So we are asking people to be considerate of what you're sharing on social media.
The victim is putting up $50,000 to the person who comes up with information for police, which leads to the arrest of the suspects and the return of the watch.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit. Like Smokey said, why he flashing it like that too, bro? Not right, but still targeting himself 100%. And Brett said that shit. He said, "I got a private Instagram, and yeah, I know it's wrong to be throwing that motherfucker on there." And then he said that could have been part of the reason why he got targeted. And then he also said it could have been somebody in his social network that sent them motherfuckers. 100%, bro.
That's why I kind of like lay low. Lay low is better.
Bro. You know what I mean? And the cool thing is like that motherfucker, like for him to have a $600,000 watch, that's a house. You know what I mean? That's a regular motherfucker. More. Right, 100% facts on his motherfucking on his wrist, right? So he's some type of businessman, or he's some type of entrepreneur, or got some type of high level job. He in a drop Bentley, you know what I mean? So he has.
Right there, he's looking at $1 million.
100% right. No, facts. Just the car and the watch. 100%. So, you know, he makes enough money to afford that type of shit, though, right? And he's doing it the right way to, you know, to go ahead and attain that, right? But it's so fucked up for him to think that it was somebody that it might be someone, whether it be in his personal life or his social life, that might have sent these motherfuckers, because that's a specific watch. 100%.
Oh yeah, it's probably like there's probably only a dime a dozen of them in the world.
100%, and that's why it's worth so much too, bro. Oh my mama. And
things like that you just don't put on social media. That's simple as that.
100%, big bro. You know what I mean? But on the flip hand, it's like you can't even enjoy the shit that you done worked hard for.
It's sad that you can't, but you know what? It's the society we live in.
Right.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah, no, for sure, big bro. You know what I mean? a $600K watch. And see, like I said, it didn't even look like they was worried about that motherfucking car, man. Fuck that car. We can't do nothing with that.
He was more than the watch.
Got GPS on it. You know what I mean? The chop shop probably only gonna give us about 10K for this motherfucking Bentley. So you know what I mean? The 10K versus a 600K watch. Like, look, bruh, somebody must have gave him the drop allegedly to like, look, bruh, coming out at this time, just kick. He said they was waiting on him in the parking lot, dog.
And there was 3 dudes too.
Whole world, bro, on everything. You know what I mean? And the victim said that like, bro tried to do something with his gun, but it wasn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
he's lucky.
Yeah, he's very lucky. Blessed like a mug, 100%. This in LA too. You know what I mean? These types of shits. You know that shit stay going on out there where they be trying to catch your ass lacking. 100%. This is why you don't post what you got and why I don't have social media. I ain't mad at that, big bro. Them is facts. You definitely got to be careful on what you're doing on these socials. 100%. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers is weirdos out here, bro. You know
I used to be like that, posting shit, and I learned where I used to live, I was a target because of where I lived. And where, you know, because the geographic where I live, right? And now where I live now, it's not like that. You knew that. I've told you that, JD, remember? But now it's like, shit, man, I don't post and shit like I used to, but you know, that's past. But now it's just like, nah, man, my business is my business. You want to know, son? It's who I know. You know, it's my close circle. It's not the world.
100%. Them is facts. You definitely got to be careful. You know, rest in peace to Pop Smoke. You know what I mean? Same city down south in LA County, you know what I mean? You know, he got him a little gift sent to him at his little Airbnb, you know what I mean? And by accident, it showed the motherfucking address where bro was, you know what I mean? And, you know, we know the story, like I said, rest in peace to bro and condolences to his family, you know what I mean? Motherfucking, like a 600K watch, right? They got to go sell that motherfucker to a specific buyer, right? And when they showed us the picture of the watch, that motherfucking paper on underneath the watch, I bet you that was the motherfucking insurance paperwork for that motherfucking watch. He not just gonna spend $600,000 on no motherfucking watch, and that ain't insured.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
He's paying monthly, if not yearly, insurance on that item right there because that is an appreciating
100%
asset right there. Right. That Richard Mille, he might have spent over half. He might not even have spent $500,000 on it. He might have spent the quarter ticket, but it's worth $500,000 already. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then it's funny because my mind goes to when they robbed him, bro. I'm like, wonder what kind of car he was in because they said he was jumping in a car. He's trying to enter his Bentley, and I'm like, yo, that watch is more than that car.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like, here's my thing: why are you wearing that watch out?
Especially if it's a 1 in 10, like Lee said, bro, that motherfucker ain't supposed to be worn, but to when you go into the Met Gala or you going
exactly. You wear certain things at certain
Monaco,
times.
you going to Monaco where everybody else got one of them motherfuckers on, and you can go flex with the rest of the rich people in Monaco, or you can go all over in the Mediterranean. You know, what I mean?
You got
in
that,
LA,
if you got that much money, why do you not have security? Why are you driving?
Yeah,
Kobe's got a good point there.
Security, maybe is it because you can't trust? Like he even said it too well. I have my private Instagram, but you know, you can't trust everyone in there either.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And they didn't even try and take the car or no money, or bro, it looked
they
like
went right for the gusto.
They went for the gusto, and they got the drop 100%, bro. Just sit there until bro come up out that motherfucker. And that's what's so cold. It had to be somebody that, you know, allegedly.
It's connected to him somehow.
Cold
it's
world.
Connected to him. There's 6 degrees of separation is very real. You know what I mean? And that's the thing too. That's why, they're doing it right. We'll probably hear more about this story because.
And to do that, they got to plan that out very carefully. They got to know every single one of his movements too.
I mean, he has a business.
Yeah,
he has a business, so they know, boom, his car's there. He's there. He drives every day. You know what I mean? Then you start tracking. You start there, and then you tracking him.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you find out where he lives and what car he drives? Maybe you follow him on the gram, or maybe you know somebody that does, and then you know what I mean? And then, then on top of that, you might got somebody that's like, Hey, bruh. Say, bruh, I got 100 large right now. Give me that watch. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
These motherfuckers go, 100? You know what I mean?
Run it on my mama. Cold world. Could be one
You
of
know
his
what I mean? And
motherfucking.
you know what's
It
the
could be
cool
his
thing about
business
that?
partner. It could be a business partner, somebody he done did a
It
little
could be,
business
too.
lunch
You
with.
ain't lying.
You know what I mean? Trying to flex him for the business meeting. Oh yeah, well, let's check
Here's the
it
thing.
out.
If it's a 1 of 10, whoever acquires the watch eventually, and which that paperwork probably wasn't just insurance paperwork, it was also probably certificate, because, you know what I'm saying?
All the
We've been
watches
seeing a
is
lot of these
numbered and all that. They gotta have serial numbers and all that. They
Yeah,
gotta
because
be
a
all
lot of these rappers have been got with the on watch busters.
facts.
You feel me? With them fake ass woo wops, and they paying big money for fake watches too, because they're done really well these days. But yeah, the Richard Mille, you can't front like Rick Ross. He got one time. He was trying to show you like a 1
Yeah, the
of
green
10.
band. It was the green band watch, and that green band watch is like $1 million watch, or maybe more than that.
And he had the
It's
wrong
only a
something
few of
on.
them.
Yeah,
I
so
did see
someone
that.
got him. Someone had got him. Some jeweler, some watch dealer. You know what I mean? Because that's that's who you would have to go to too. Or you gotta go to like somebody who just fuck with ballers in Dubai or some shit, right? We're like,
Yeah, I'll follow it's called Love Luxury. So they specialize in Birkin bags and luxury watches. 100%. One of the stores is in Dubai, the other store is in London. Oh my mama, Love Luxury. It's a damn good. It's a damn good watch on YouTube too.
okay, I'm about to fuck with it.
Y'all got anything going out on this shit?
No.
Don't post your life.
Yeah. Man, like Smokey said, I lay low from IG, but only because my girl goes crazy on who I follow and don't follow.
That isn't. That's what happened to me.
Social media is cold, bro. It's a cold piece of work.
I'll tell you this much. I jumped off on social media early, then I jumped off it quick, and then when I started doing the podcast shit and putting out more music again, or prior to that, I started putting out music again. I was like, okay, I need to make a music page and do all that shit. Then the reason I even jumped on Instagram to begin with, because my girl was like, well, I have to have your passcode. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Because I have zero intentions on using it with evil intentions at all. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I realized quickly how much trouble you could get in it because of social media. You know what I mean? Like, once I was like active as fuck.
Cold world,
You know what I mean? Because it could be a bitch that she's liking on your shit. Yeah, maybe you used to take her down back in the days. It was like 20 years ago. Hey, listen, it was like 10 years, 15 maybe.
Come on now.
I mean? Oh, why is she following you? Why is she liking on your shit? I don't know, because she likes my shit. Are you
Brandon
fucking
said,
her? No.
Brandon said angry revenge game. Shout out to Brandon.
Let's go.
Well, my mama. Like, that's another
Brandon's
thing.
a Texans fan. So you guys just gonna take your revenge out on us?
That's what he talking about. He talking about the game.
Is that what he's saying? He's just gonna take it out on the game.
Oh, okay.
He's on fire.
Smokey said, sucks if it's someone in his inner circle. Yeah, you ain't never lied about that, bro.
Yeah, because now you got to deal with the PTSD from getting pistol whipped and whooped up and all this shit, and the paranoia because now you know what I mean. They haven't been captured, and then you gotta tighten your circle now. Now you gotta hire the security you probably could have because you clearly can't afford it. You know what I mean? Man, I would have security, and all my security like Vlad. Vlad don't trust nobody. Right? He said, listen, I have security. He spends about 100 bands a year on security. That's a 6-figure job for somebody. And it's not just one person, it's a few of them. And all these motherfuckers, you know what I mean? They're all, they total up to about 100 bands, but they're all ex-police officers or Navy SEAL guys or, you know what I mean?
Cold world.
Yeah, find something like that. You know what I mean? You guys just can't trust nobody. That's why we need robots, bro. That's why I got Lee.
Come on now.
You know what I mean? We need robots, bro. Lee is gonna lead my droid army like no other robot I've ever had.
Brandon said, grab the gloves. I'm already swinging.
Hey, man. I hate it when Peacock, he goes in there and he says some real shit. He's like, we should just pack it in.
Yeah, he did. He said the first 5
he's like,
picks were the
he's like,
offensive
our
linemen.
defense is good, but damn it, our offense sucks. And he's like, we're in the hole. Just, you know what I mean? Just try to get a high pick now. I'm like, okay, yeah, start that this week.
Fuck it.
Start that this week against us, because we are the food. We are the ones that are the fools right now. We're like, listen, we're 5-2, but we don't know any better. We're like, fuck it. If they said we're dead, fuck that. You know what I mean?
Oh, my mama, that's
Like
exactly what he said versus the Niners. Oh, there we go.
You ain't lying. This is about to be a gang-on-gang fight, man. I'll have you know that we call them the 49ers of the South. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
we love them.
Come on now. All right, let's take them to the streets, man. This story right here. Lee broke this on live, one of our stories. What's today? Wednesday. This might have been Sunday. Might have been on the Sunday show. So here we go, y'all. Yeah, this we gotta go to motherfucking France for this one, y'all.
Oui.
Oh yeah.
You know they say the women in
daring
France
daytime heist, the world-famous Louvre in Paris saw thieves break in with ladders and chainsaws.
They escaped with priceless crown jewels dating back centuries. ABC's James Long is in Paris with the latest on the brazen theft.
A gang of thieves is still on the run tonight with some of France's crown jewels after a stunning raid on Paris's world-famous Louvre. The heist taking just minutes in broad daylight. Officials say at 9:30 a.m., 4 men, disguised as construction workers, moved this mechanical ladder up against a second-floor balcony, and that CCTV captured 2 of them using power tools to cut into the Apollo Gallery, where French Emperor Napoleon III's crown jewels are on display. Officials say after threatening security guards, who then rushed to evacuate the museum, the masked men moved efficiently. Police investigating this video obtained by BFM TV, they believe shows a suspect using small chainsaws to open display cases. Taking 9 pieces in all, priceless items, including sets of sapphire and emerald necklaces and earrings, elaborate diamond brooches, 2 diadems, and Napoleon's wife, Empress Eugenie's diamond-encrusted golden crown, nearly 200 years old, which prosecutors say was recovered at the scene, reportedly damaged and left behind as the thieves made their escape on waiting scooters. Authorities say the men tried to set fire to that ladder platform before they fled, evacuating visitors, sensing an emergency as police rushed in. The Louvre closed.
That's why they did it in the broad day.
Americans Jim and Joan Carpenter were there.
We were just ready to go in to see the Mona Lisa when they swept
they found some Americans.
Gallery. We didn't realize the whole museum was being evacuated. And then we asked the guard, and the guard said,
it's always an American. I seen the whole thing.
The concern now, what those thieves might do next with the priceless jewels.
The fear is that it gets broken up and sold because a consumer will have a very, very difficult time telling that, hey, this emerald came from, say, a crown.
French President Emmanuel Macron has vowed to track down those stolen jewels and to prosecute those responsible. He's called this an attack on French heritage. James Longman, ABC News.
They went into the French section, and now it's an attack on France and shit. That was in the Louvre?
Yeah, it was. She said they went to go see the Mona Lisa, bro. That motherfucker hold the Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa, a Mona Lisa. Shout out to Uncle Ricky. Hey, yeah, man. Hey, they said after they got up out that bitch, like you said, they fumbled the crown. They were supposed to get away with that. That's probably one of the main things that they wanted. That
they should have
200 years old.
Went to that first.
Oh, my cold thing is, though, them motherfuckers tried to burn the ladder after they got up out that bitch. Oh, my mama, they tried to get the DNA up off that motherfucker, bro. Hey, it was an order put in for that shit. 100%.
Yeah.
They know, they already got a buyer for that shit.
Hey, bro, they're already gone to some underground tunnels or some shit for real, though, because when it comes to London, bro, they have some of the most elaborate underworld tunnels that are just still, I mean, the whole city, there's a whole city underneath there, basically, that they built on top of at one point.
Yeah. Oh, my mama. Yeah, that's some cold shit, bro. 100%. They call that the heist of the century, everything.
I mean,
and there's no value. There's no value on those items. You didn't hear not one piece of item being valued at because you can't value that shit. That shit is
no, because they're 101.
100%, bro. Everything. Cold world.
Priceless.
In broad daylight, bro. They had to
and that's why they did it. Because then once they knew the commotion was gonna start going down, it's gonna be a lot of people that they're gonna try to organize real quick with all the chaos, and they just get out with the chaos, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Oh, everything. Cold world, bro.
Brazen is a motherfucker, though.
Hey, do you think we get a movie made out of that?
I mean, they gotta get away and never be caught.
Shit, just the story alone of going up in that motherfucking museum and just getting away, bro. Oh, everything. Fuck getting away. You know what I mean? We can always.
Here's the thing. You know they had knives on them. They had mini chainsaws. They were ready to go out with a bang here. Here's another thing. My mind goes straight to like, okay, they had a ladder. It's like there's gonna be a manufacturer for this ladder, where it was sold, who carried these ladders. They're gonna be able to narrow it all the way down, bro. You better have bought that ladder like 20, 30 years ago. And
that's why they tried to burn that bitch.
Yeah. They're like, destroy the ladder. That's the point of it. The ladder will tie us back. It was like it's a real specific type of ladder. And just know, you know what I mean? See, that's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, that motherfucker's like a boom ladder. It extend out. They had to go to the second floor.
Yeah. Well, the French,
they probably got some kind of construction background or connections to this shit, because I mean, I guess bazillions, the idea of bazillions of dollars will have motherfuckers scaling some shit and putting their life on the line for real, though. You know what I mean? But if you have all the training and everything, because you might have this actual skill for your regular day job, you know what I mean? Getting in and out of that motherfucker might not have been that easy. I mean, that difficult.
Man, we just seen the story the other day in Sacramento, outside of Sacramento, bro, about the motherfucking transnational them going into the pawn shop. One had the
Very organized
technology, the other motherfucker had the construction background, the whole whoop wop. Man, these motherfuckers is really
Ocean's 11
planning this shit.
Here's the crazy thing with the UK too, is like a lot of those brazen type of joints don't have guns involved. You know what I mean? Like, because it's just hard to get guns out that motherfucker. But
yeah, this
see,
one
now,
was in France.
Yeah. But how? So now it's like, how? Now that you got the jewels, how do you even get bread for these jewels now?
To me, in my opinion, like I said, I think there was an orders put in for that shit. Somebody that's a collector. Like, look, bro, this don't got no value on it. And you can't show this shit to everybody. Just like the Tom Brady jersey we seen where the motherfucking reporter went into the shit to the locker room after the Super Bowl. Dummy, he wanted to start showing
posing as a reporter.
Memorabilia, and he'd been stealing shit. That type of shit you can't show. That has to be sold to a specific collector that that got all the motherfucking money in the world, who just want to look at that bitch.
It was El Chapo.
That will sit on his wall or something like that.
Man, fuck going to this museum once a year, man. I want this in my house. I got the money to pay for this, and I can put the on the black market, man. Somebody go get this shit for me. 100%.
You feel me? He was El Chapo was a real big Patriots fan. He was like, listen. Remember, bro was like a Mexican reporter.
Right,
like,
100%.
And he got the credentials from the NFL, being an international, one of those international quote unquote journalists.
I remember living in England in the late 80s, right? And back in the day, England was in London.
He came back in 86.
86, but in the early 80s or mid 80s, right?
Yeah, there you go, because that's not late 80s at all.
Well, mid 80s, right? Well,
yeah, come on, man. That's when I found you in the headline. Come on, I programmed your whole background. Let's go. Get it right.
Well, England, back where all the crown jewels are, right? They were always getting robbed and shit, and their security in England absolutely sucked. Even in France, it happened a bunch of times back in the early 80s, late early 90s. Their security absolutely sucks. And I think it was like 95, 96, they started getting their security up high, and they had more like in those places, security guards with like ARs and shit like that. That's when guns in England and Europe got to be more prominent, because their gun laws were horrible back then. Now guns are more prominent in Europe now.
Hell
but
no,
they weren't.
Guns are not prominent.
Well, they weren't back in the day. I wouldn't know why.
maybe like for officials and security and things.
Yeah, exactly. They never carried them on.
That's why they was able to do these brazen heists back in the days, because you're going up against the Barbies and they got sticks and then you got sticks, bro. You're like, drop that stick.
The Ocean's 11. That was one of my favorite shit.
That's one of my favorite movies.
You know what I mean? What was another one? What was the movie where they had the gold in the Mini Coopers?
Oh,
Italian Job. The Italian Job
on my mama. You know what I mean? Charlize Theron was in that motherfucker. That was a damn good movie. You know what I mean? Like these motherfuckers, like, huh?
She was sexy.
Yeah, she's a cold piece on everything. But yeah, bruh. You know, these motherfuckers, that's that type of shit where, you know, that shit doesn't happen plenty of times, and they, you know what I mean, they make these movies out of it. So we just seen something in real time right now where these motherfuckers went in there at 9:30 in the motherfucking morning and got some crown jewels. They said it was an attack on France's history. That's what some high official said at the end of the story. You know what I mean? Like 200 years old, the crown from what was the Napoleon's wife? Is that who it was?
Yeah, Napoleon's wife.
I mean, like, look, bro, the Mona Lisa, fucking ain't Da Vinci the one that painted that motherfucker?
Yep.
I want to look, bro. That motherfucker was what in the 1800s or some old shit like
That's
that.
way before that.
See, there it is. There, like, look, bro, that shit.
Like, here's the thing: the Mona Lisa is like in a glass case, hella crazy. But the glass is super thick and it's specific, so when light shines through, it won't ruin the paint. Like it's like designed to preserve the integrity of the painting. You know what I mean? Because things do age over time, and within that case, I'm sure I might just be making this part up, but I'm sure within that case, it's temperature controlled, things of that nature.
Bottom fact. Oxidization, it fucks a lot of shit up.
Yeah,
just air fucks shit up over
to have
this period amount of time.
I'm sure it's like an oil-based painting or something like that, so it probably doesn't have long lastability.
Like even, I mean, we fuck with cars, Buggy. Air fuck cars up.
Yeah,
especially where you live out in the country. You know, you got the Midwest cars where it's snowing, all that shit, and all that salt. The East Coast cars, all that snow and all that shit.
Yeah,
and
then you got the West
gotta
Coast cars that just be
get
baked out
flooded
there in the sun.
Facts.
You have a whole car that's just fucked up from the sun.
Facts. Cold world. We got bakes in the building, top of the mountain. Or bakes. Oh, my mama. Brandon said the French security immediately surrendered after that. Fuck that. Hey, we don't want no problems.
Listen, bro, they had the chainsaws.
Oh, everything.
They had the little mini chainsaws on them.
Derek said, I'm bringing in Nicolas Cage for questioning national treasure. Oh, everything.
Come on.
Come on now.
Hey, I love the National Treasure movies too. You gotta love a good heist movie, and then you gotta love a good treasure hunt movie too.
Come on now, you know Heat one of my favorite movies of all time, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That motherfucker ain't nothing but heist in that motherfucker.
You ever seen this one? It's real low key. It's Robert De Niro and Edward Norton. It's called The Score. It takes place in Montreal, but he robs. The whole plan is to rob this. It's a scepter, like from royalty. You know what I mean? It's worth a gang of money. You know what I mean?
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then
Robert De Niro. Kind of familiar.
Robert De Niro. He's what is it called? His whole dream is just like, you know, listen, I'm gonna retire. I'm gonna own like a jazz club. He married his sister in the movie. He's with a black chick, and but he got this last big score. You know what I mean? And he got a partner in there that seeks him out. Edward Norton's character, he's a regular dude, but he been working at this museum as a security guard for years now. But they're under the pretense that he's mentally he's mentally disabled. He's just pretending to be that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So he links up with De Niro. It's like, listen, I got it all figured out. Oh
no! That's a set of pipes on her.
Daddy duty. Oh, everything.
She's got
the problem with that is when you drop off the product, you always run into the risk of put 6 feet under. The drop is normally in the middle of nowhere. If you see a big hole, keep driving 100%. They are not going to allow that. Oh, everything. Facts. And then you could probably go ahead and get the money and put the word in. Oh, I know where that shit is, and get the reward because you know they're gonna have a fat ass reward out for that shit. Whole world. That's why you never bring the product, only the coordinates. You gotta have an insurance plan. Oh my mama.
She over here yelling at me, trying to explain something. Trey made me fall. What? Where? And then no, it's in the game. Oh come on. Because they play, they play in the games together now, like digitally. But sometimes he'll join her game and she won't even know it. He'll just start like trolling her in the game. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? He thinks it's funny and shit. I'm like,
and that's what they be doing on the Roblox and all that. They
that's
be
what
in
I'm
there
saying. That's what they on. They're on the Roblox.
Yeah, that's what Javion be playing as a Roblox. They be in there trolling. I hear him saying that. Oh, everything. Cold world.
Yeah.
Facts. Derek said, I remember this movie. I remember this movie, Bogey. I just don't know the name of it.
Yeah, The Score. That's what it was called. It was a pretty good ass movie because like I said, I love a good heist movie. What other ones was good? I mean, The Italian Job, that shit was funny. Obviously Heat. You know what I mean? Oh, Den of Thieves. That shit was badass. I heard the second one was good too.
Den of Thieves.
Remember it's 50 Cent? It's like Fifth.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I've seen that, but I remember
they're
that.
the crooked cops and they pull the big ass lick.
What the second one just came out a few years ago, huh?
Yeah, like hella years later. Like I think like a decade later from the first one or something like that too.
Y'all got anything going out on this the heist of the century?
No, that's probably gonna happen again because these motherfuckers are kind of crazy over there.
I'm rooting for them, bro. I want to see the movie one day.
The movie gonna come out no matter what.
They're gonna get got though. We're just living in the day and age. They're gonna find out, bruh, somebody's cell phone number or something. They're gonna find out something, and then they'll backtrack and reverse engineer everything.
Come on now.
I mean,
they playing with the country's history, boy. They not gonna let that shit slide, huh? They gonna
hit them with the old school punishment, like
hey, whatever the French CIA is and they FBI, bro, they are gonna be working overtime for that shit. Oh, everything.
They're gonna give them death by syphilis.
Oh,
you will fornicate with hookers that are wenches that are infected. STDs.
Whoa.
Hey, they're gonna hit him with the old school ass punishment somehow, bruh.
Cold world.
Where it's like they're gonna stone them.
Cut their motherfucking fingers off.
There it is.
Everything. Cut your hands off. Here we go. Let's get into this last one. We're going back to LA, bro. The open air market, man. This is what we're gonna call this shit. Open air market.
Now we're following some developing news out of West Hollywood. More than a dozen people arrested last night at this popular spot called the Abbey as part of an undercover operation. NBC4's Tracy Leong joins us live from outside of the Abbey with details. Tracy.
Yeah, Robert, when people here in West Hollywood saw law enforcement, they actually thought it was an ICE raid here at the Abbey. Some street vendors even leaving behind their food carts. But the LA County Sheriff's Department confirming with us it was actually their undercover operation and it did not involve ICE at all. It was a chaotic scene outside the Abbey Food and Bar in West Hollywood Friday night. Social media videos show some people thought it was an immigration raid. You see food carts abandoned on the sidewalk. But the LA County Sheriff's Department confirming to NBC4 it was actually their undercover operation. They tell us it was in response to community members' complaints about pickpocketing, drug sales, and criminal activity from street vendors. Federal agents were not involved at all. The LASD says no specific business was targeted in West Hollywood. While at the Abbey, the deputies made 13 drug-related arrests, including staff and patrons.
That is unfortunate. You know, we do have a lot of issues in drugs here in West Hollywood. You know, I myself am in recovery, and I don't think it's ever going away, but it's nice to have some little awareness and about the issues on drugs here.
SD telling NBC4 they've conducted similar operations in West Hollywood in the past, and people in the area were not surprised to hear about these arrests.
Sadly, that's been going on in West Hollywood and other cities for as long as I can remember. So, you know, I don't think the Abbey is specifically at fault.
This is now being handled by the LASD Narcotics Division. We did reach out to the Abbey for comment. They said they are deferring all comments and questions to the sheriffs. Reporting live in West.
I mean, I'm never going to hate on somebody get like people just trying to get their bag. It's just at the same time, there's the other motherfuckers that are also selling some other shit over there. You know what I mean? Like, and it's right under, it has the perfect cover. You go in there, you getting like a hot dog or something or whatever it is. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Whatever they're at the cart, man. I'm at the chicken malasala cart or some shit. You know what I mean? But they don't know these Indian cats. They selling some chow mein too. You know what I mean? You just in line. You thought he was getting a chicken malasala. You said the wrong code name. They hit you with the woo wop. Because think about it, everybody's doing exchanges there, money exchanges, digital exchanges. It's easy to just during the whole mix and mess of that, just people doing hand-to-hand exchanges too. You know what I mean?
Bro,
that's why you can't hire the nephew, right? The nephew that's always this troubled nephew. Like, listen, I got this food cart. Give you opportunity to make some bread. Okay, all right, for sure, Unc.
The New York Giants are signing Ray McCloud.
What's wrong with that? Why are you laughing so hard?
I'm not.
Why is that even funny? That's a great pickup. You know why? He started with us.
I know he was a 49er.
Well, why is that funny? See, this is what I'm saying. We're gonna be laughing just as hard, Lee. The Chargers better win the Super Bowl.
I know, Bucks.
They better win. Listen, you guys better beat the Vikings.
I'm never gonna live it down.
You guys better beat the Vikings tomorrow.
Know that. With you, I'm never gonna live it down.
It wasn't that funny, that's why. What's so funny about it? That's a great signing.
Because all you're gonna say to me is 1994.
Lee, Lee, 1994 is not funny to you, Lee.
It's like, Lee, got a fucking tattoo on you. It says 1994. It'll just remind you of Bogey.
I'm so down. I'll tat it up.
It's a good year. I graduated high school anyway, so it would mean something to me.
You keep trying to block out that memory. What else happened that year?
I graduated high school.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, Lee. The Super Bowl happened in January 1995. Yeah. So you were already well out of high school, Lee. You keep trying to block out that. You know you should get it tatted. Ray McCloud does. And you know Ray McCloud does tattoos on the side.
No, I didn't know that.
He doesn't do tattoos. He doesn't.
Damn it. Hey, Derek said.
Go ahead.
Derek said they played too damn much. People thought it was ice and hauling their ass, leaving their carts behind. They lost they food messing around with them.
Yeah, for real.
But see, that's how bad it is.
Whole cart. You might have smooth had someone go, oh, everyone's banning their carts. They just walk out pushing someone's cart, trying to act like it's theirs. You know what I mean?
That's how bad the ice shit is. See, I got another story in LA involving the ice. Matter of fact, we're gonna play this shit. This little shit right here, though, like right to get back to the little main part of it. These motherfuckers that got arrested did work in that little bar that they just said. I forgot the name, the Abbey. Some of the employees got caught making transactions. Some of the motherfucking patrons that was at that motherfucker got caught making transactions. And we have done other stories where motherfuckers is trapping out of the motherfucking Popeyes. I forgot what city and state that was. And I want to say that motherfucker came out bussing after he got robbed. Some shit like that. We had another little baby that was working at the Zaxby's or some shit like that in Atlanta. What she did was she took the motherfucking credit card number and paid her motherfucking court fees for that.
Yeah, Burger King. She's working at the Burger King.
Something like that on my
She said the king ain't paying me enough money. She started paying off her credit debt with other people's credit cards.
So we seen motherfuckers do weird shit out of their place of business 100%. So this little Abbey shit, like they not in the clear, bro, 100%.
I'm pretty sure a lot of them kind of look the other way with some of these vendors. Like the vendors that ran away, they probably aren't there legally because you still got to get like, I'm sure some kind of permit to be able to operate in this fashion. Or if you're outside of business, a lot of times they'll rent the little space in front of the business. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what I'm talking about is I'm talking about the motherfuckers that work in the bar. The motherfuckers that work in the bar were part of the people that got arrested. You feel me?
Oh, you ain't lying. They did say that.
100%. And motherfuckers that was at the bar got arrested because they got caught with the work on them. 100%. So it's like, look, man, these motherfuckers at this place of business is not exempt. They allow.
West Hollywood. That's one of those like, you know what I mean? You know, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like oh, you know what I mean? Don't go over there.
Yeah, cold world, bro. I mean, it's a few rappers that done got robbed in Hollywood that's from out of town.
Yeah,
100%. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Hollywood ain't what you think it is.
You know who live out in West Hollywood? Nelly.
Is that right?
But he said he lives in a nicer part.
Oh, my mama.
You know what I mean? Because he said, yeah, the other side is bad. You know what I mean? There's like there's a stroll over there.
Yep.
And then there's the, you know, I've never heard of this Abbey, but you know, it is probably, he said there's a whole strip of bars, so that's probably what the Abbey is, right? That whole little area.
Look like where it's smacking at for the locals.
Yeah, right. Then you go in and get and like, you know, listen, Hollywood is hella dope because most of the people, like 99% of the people you're gonna meet out there, they're trying to aspire to be something. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, you know, it got this different vibe out there. You know what I mean? Like it's moving fast. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
motherfuckers is working 3 jobs, 4 jobs to pay for their shit while they still trying to get their career going.
Yeah, while they still trying to get their career, whatever it is, acting, singing.
Yo, guys, Lamar Jackson may not be up this week. He could be out this week.
You know who told you that 4 weeks ago?
It's coming from Dan Grazia. Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson could miss week 8.
Bro, you should have said, listen, you should go back to 4 weeks ago. Bogart Scott-Free said he might not be back. If their record is in bad condition, why are they going to rush him back? This just might be a lost season. They're 1 for right now.
Yeah, it's true.
Like now they try to string together some wins without him, then they could bring him back. See, this is what what worries me about the Brock? He's really hurt because we're winning right now and we sure could use him. You know what I mean? And we're like, he's just not, but he's actually hurt. See, Lamar, he's actually hurt right now, and they're bad. You know, rush him back, and for a 1 for right now, you know what I mean? That's where my head is at. Yeah.
I think one thing that they got going for them is I think they haven't played the Steelers yet.
They've played 1 division rival so far. Oh,
the Bengals.
The Bengals. The Browns week 2.
So they still got action at the division if the Steelers can't hold on to the division. 100%.
Yeah, and this week the Ravens got Chicago, right? So yeah, you're right. If the focus because look at the Steelers, they lost to the Bengals. They beat that's it. That's the only one they played in the division. Oh shit.
We got JB in the building. What's up? Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Oh shit, I missed the show last night. I just thought of that.
Oh my mouth. Bakes said, did you hear of the new restaurant Mahomes and Kelsey opened up called 1587 Prime?
Yeah.
For a dinner experience.
Yeah. What is it? How much?
It's not cheap.
So now they're just see Taylor Swift. And why do they call it Prime? Where's Prime Time? I feel like Prime owns anything called anything Prime. You just can't do it.
He got the name Prime trademark.
Come on, man.
Yeah, Bucky's out again, Derek. He is.
And then Stay Tuned said, you ain't safe nowhere. You should have seen the show. I mean, the story we did, the first story we did down in LA, big bro. Fucking motherfucker had a $600,000 watch and they sat on his ass paws and accidentally took that motherfucker off his arm, allegedly. 100%, bro.
Yeah, he got all the paperwork for it too. So he's like, listen, hey, look, why are you wearing that watch?
Why are you wearing
you know what's crazy? I like it's pure flex at that point, right? Like I can look at the phone or any old clock that's gonna tell me the same time, right? Matter of fact, if I had an expensive watch, I probably wouldn't give a fuck if the time was correct.
So you know that show that the little channel that I tell you that I watch with Love Luxury with the Birkin bags and the motherfucking watches
and the watches, yep.
So a lot of them motherfucking men that come in there, even some of the women, they said when they sell their watches, they like, look, I just use my phone to look at the time.
Yeah, come on. And you know what's funny? When you lift up the phone, that's so you can stunt the watch too.
Come on now, 100%. Big Bro said he in Vegas right now. Wasn't no show. Big Bro out there tearing it up right now. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, man. And link up with Ian for us. What we trying to hit him.
For sure. You pulling up on Ian, Big Bro?
Yeah, pull up on Ian for us.
Come on now.
You know what I mean?
100%.
He is funny as a motherfucker.
Come on now. Y'all got anything going out on it? Oh, I want to show y'all this last joint right here. Hold on.
Fire up the last one.
I want to show y'all this last one. This other one.
Oh, let me go grab this thing real quick. Be right back in like 10 seconds.
There's some ice shit right here. How he was talking about how the ice, how the people that was working the little carts and shit thought it was ice. So in this in LA too. Should have put my motherfucking glasses on. Say something about a TikTok. Oh, here we go, right here. U.S. Deputy Marshal. There we go. How that weather out there in Vegas, JB? You get to enjoy the strip, being outside and shit.
It's probably nice as fuck right now.
100%.
I know when we was out there, it was melty.
Shit. Even at nighttime, it was still 1,000 motherfucking degrees.
For real. And then I don't know if it was the alleged, but like the motherfucking AC was on Arctic. It was extra hot outside. It was too cold inside.
Facts.
This is crazy.
Facts. There's no other way to explain it. You cannot enjoy that shit, boy.
I'm outside trying to blow something down, man. I'm like, yo, we gotta go inside.
Bro. Facts.
Then I go inside and I'm all sweaty. Now it's freezing because I'm sweaty and it's cold now.
That motherfucker was on Arctic. Oh my mama.
I love Molly. Molly kept me warm here.
Here we go.
And there's a lot going on across Southern California. We've been following breaking news after ICE agents opened fire during an arrest in South LA. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Annabelle Sedano.
And I'm Michael Brownlee. We're also counting down to the NBA tip-off right here on NBC. Want to give you a live look at Crypto.com Arena. The Lakers kick off the season at home tonight against the Warriors. We have live coverage coming up with all the action getting underway here in just about 30 minutes.
But first, let's get to that breaking news out of South LA, where 2 people were hurt after a shooting involving ICE agents.
The man agents arrested was shot. A U.S. Marshal assisting with that operation was injured.
NBC4's Karma Dickerson has been at the scene all morning long. Karma, there's a lot to digest here. If you can walk us through it all, please.
Yes, and at the center of it, a federal agent and a man known for documenting ICE activity on social media are both injured after that immigration action earlier this morning. We're just south of downtown LA on 20th and Maple, and hours later, there's still a pretty major scene here behind us. That is an FBI vehicle that you're taking a look at right there. Because a federal agent was injured, the FBI is investigating how all of this unfolded. The FBI Rapid Evidence Response Team, is currently processing the scene. We want to show you some other video from earlier. This is video of part of the incident showing federal agents surrounding a car and pulling someone outside of that car. This video comes to us from a witness who recorded it from across the street. You later see the person at the center of all of this up against the wall, and officers appear to take off that man's shirt and firefighters arrive. You can hear the man shout as they give him medical attention. According to the Department of Homeland Security, this began as a targeted traffic stop. They say the man at the center of it is in the country illegally and has previously escaped custody. Per DHS, as they tried to pull that man over, they say the illegal alien weaponized his vehicle and began ramming the law enforcement vehicle in an attempt to flee. Fearing for the safety of the public and law enforcement, our officers followed their training and fired defensive shots. The illegal alien was shot in the elbow, and one law enforcement officer was shot in the hand by a ricochet bullet. Both are in the hospital. Now, we have not independently confirmed that account. Outside the hospital, however, we met Isabel Garcia, the girlfriend of the man who was shot today. She says he's Carlos Richard Parias, also known as Richard LA on TikTok. People turned out in support of him at the hospital, and she confirms that he is undocumented and said he was shot in the arm during this incident. Richard LA is known for documenting ICE activity in the community. A friend of his who does similar work says he doesn't know Richard to be violent.
Damn.
Richard is not a person that take it dangerous or in civil person. For sure, and I got in the moment, I don't know why he's scared. Richard at the moment look the federal agents, or I don't know why in this situation what happened. A TikToker, a person with digital media going to every situation, it's very important. But right now it's very important, but it's dangerous, no?
What we know about Richard is he's a very pacifist man. He's very calm. A lot of the police officers here know him. They know that he's very respectful. In fact, the city of Los Angeles has awarded him for the work that he does in the community. So we find it very odd what's being said about him.
That was an attorney who was working with the family of the man who was shot. He says he has not been able to personally speak with Parias yet. The U.S. Marshal Service confirms it was one of their agents who was injured in all of this. They say they expect him to be okay, and that Marshal status is listed as stable. And there's one other thing we want to show you, Annabelle and Michael, before we go, is where we're located. We mentioned that we're on 20th and Maple, and just across the street is a school. All of this unfolding just before 9 a.m. There were a lot of people out and about, and it did cause a lot of concern in the community. Another thing to address, LAPD. Those are probably the most visible officers people saw out and about today, but LAPD says they were only here to handle things like traffic and crowd control. This was not their operation. Reporting.
Oh, world.
Hey,
She used to work at the Fox station out here.
Words.
Yeah, she did. Right.
She
Hey, but that's
moving
a
up in
cold
the world.
story right there, huh?
That's a crazy story.
Huh?
And the way that they the verbiage too. And the illegal alien then weaponized his vehicle. And it's like, okay, is he actually an illegal alien?
Yeah, that's why they was pulling. That's why they.
Yeah,
It was a
but
target.
they said, they did say he evaded.
It was
them
a targeted
before.
stop. It was a targeted stop, and he rammed his car.
So they were hunting this dude down.
100%, but they got the drop on him. So they just said that one of his attorney, which is a immigration attorney, just said that he's been rewarded by the city of LA for the work that he does. Remember, we're in a sanctuary state where the governor and the president is beefing. Our governor don't want ICE and the National Guard and all that bullshit out here. So
yeah, we're a Hispanic ass state.
Brett is known around going around for documenting what ICE is doing. You feel me? So ICE got to drop like, oh, this motherfucker illegal alien. We got to get his ass up out of here, because especially since he documented us.
That's what I'm saying. He was too polarizing.
Cold world, bro.
Damn, that is crazy. Good thing they didn't murk dude. Because now he's gonna get even more fucking clout, bro, and much needed clout for his movement. You know what I mean? Because what he's doing is fighting. You know, he speaks for a lot of people right now. Like, he's documenting the
fuckery.
They're doing injustices.
They're doing a whole lot of fuckery out here in these streets. Facts, bullying motherfuckers.
And if they would have murked him, he would have went down as a martyr. So to be a living martyr is different too, because that's a thing. Like Kaepernick was a martyr for a while there. You know, you represent something and then you get crucified for it, right? This guy, they're gonna love the ones that support him are gonna love what he just tried to do, and they're gonna sympathize for him heavily. That he got popped.
When they showed the video at the hospital, he had all
there's a
his
gang of
homies
motherfuckers
out there. It was like, 100%. It was 1,500 motherfuckers out there.
That was smart for them to show up too, man. Shout out to his supporters that showed up, because like now you couldn't, because you know what would be fucked up. Then you hear later on, somebody he found dead in the hospital. You know what I mean? Because like they got an agenda. Like, look, they tried to kill that dude, bro. Fuck the dumb shit.
The whole thing is the police department had to specify. Look, man, we just out here doing traffic control. This ain't our operation. Sanctuary state. The fucking ICE is federal. You get what it is right now. Me and Brett live in this motherfucking state. Yeah. This shit is really cracking out here right now. 100%,
I'm glad I'm in the suburbs right now.
Whole world, bro.
Yeah, we've had a lot of ICE bust here in Texas.
I believe it. I mean, you at the fucking border, bro.
Come on, bro.
We ain't close to the border. Oh, my mom.
Yeah, we all the way up here. That's why we're like.
You at the top of the state. My bad, big bro.
Yeah, but go down by Peacock. It's crazy.
Cold world, bro. Oh my mama, they really tripping off that shit. I mean,
yeah, bro.
Well, we seen what they doing to the motherfucking so-called narco subs and boats. You know what I mean? And that shit is hot and heavy right now. I've been going down that rabbit hole about that shit.
And they're generalizing cartel. They're stereotyping Hispanics for doing all this kind of activity. You know what I mean? Like that's wrong. I mean, there's every nationality that's doing all those activities. You know what I mean? You know, and it's a bad argument that I kind of have.
Well,
there,
see now, I mean,
you know what I mean, though, right?
I mean, but I mean, you can say that because where the boat is coming from.
They just passed that. They just passed the temporary bill, however long temporary is, but that they can actually profile Hispanics right now. Like the federal, they passed a federal woo-wop that allowed this, and then when they were asked to explain, when the Republicans that passed it were asked to explain it, they said, "Yes, I know it sounds like racial profiling, because it is. This is what this guy said, bro. This is insane now. It's not even subtle anymore." So what happens next when what's the next law? You know what I mean? The Asians. Are they gonna start going to the blacks like, hey, which ones are you all as Caribbeans and Nigerians and who's actually from America? You know what I mean? Is that what they're gonna do next? You know what I mean? Like, what about all the Dominicans? You know what I mean? Like, here's the thing. They just go, I don't know, man. It just feels like there's not an end to this. We're in the government shutdown. There's just all this like combination of things. This is his first year in office. This is insane.
Yeah, it's cold world. Motherfuckers been getting targeted for a long time though. 100%. Facts. This is just on a whole nother level. But like to go even a little bit deeper on this story, like, right? So bruh is famous on TikTok. They call him Pierre, LA Pierre, whatever. I forgot bruh's exact handle on there, right?
But they did plug him though. They showed him some love. They plugged his little handle.
Right, but once they started sliding through his profile, this motherfucker got 59,000, 70,000 on certain videos and shit, right? So he running the numbers up, right? So in order for the ICE, which is a federal agency, like, look, bro, 100%. Did you find out that who this motherfucker was because of his TikTok? Or was you starting to do your homework to go, you know what I mean? Like, look, bro. So when you get to start missing motherfuckers, we hear about certain stories where they go get motherfuckers and they are legal citizens. You feel me? They pushing up on wrong motherfuckers. You know what I mean? So how did you find out bruh was illegal? Was it because he started blowing up, putting you motherfuckers on blast? Did you go do your homework? You know what I mean? So
hey, did you ever have a card back in the days to get in the cannabis club like 20 years ago?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right. So like you having the card allowed you to get into the building. Like, you know what I mean? But like it was the prescription that you had to keep on you, that like if you had got rolled up on by the boys, you know what I mean? Because then they'd be like, oh, because if you had your medicine on you, you can get a ticket or go in or even get taken in depending on how much medicine you had on you at the time, even though it was medically allowed. You know what I mean? It was still, it wasn't fully decriminalized yet. And then once they decriminalized it, you still had to have your prescription on you. Otherwise, they would take your shit on some crooked cop shit. Man, everybody smoked weed, bro. They didn't take our shit hella times. Remember before that, they make you destroy it.
I done had the motherfucker step on my weed. Mattered in a motherfucker. Step on it in front of my face. You punk motherfucker. Hey, JB said, we release people from when we release people from my job, the ICE be outside waiting on their ass.
Oh, that's cold, bruh. Damn, they in the yay like that right now.
Like it's like they be no. So
hey, bro,
I
moved
understand
to the
that
suburbs
because
2 years ago, bro. I'm not going nowhere. Fuck that shit. Hey, look, I heard about the Home Depot in Sac, right? Then they was fucking with some of the amigos just chilling outside trying to get some fucking fetty our way. You know what I mean?
Oh, my mama, so if we talking about the same one, he was out there documenting that shit, and he's a documented resident of the state of California. Oh, my mama, facts. And they fucked him up.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's the one I'm talking about.
Facts.
Okay, so what about this dude? Is he on his the Pierre, whatever his name is? Is he on this joint talking about he's illegal? Because then that's just crazy.
Yeah, he's an illegal. It was a.
He out there like, yeah, illegal TV.
Oh well,
right
I don't
here.
know.
I've
never seen his content. I don't know if he's out there saying that he's an illegal or not. 100%. I don't know that.
I'm about to say, you know what I mean? Now you trying to fuck with the feds like that, and you putting them on blast. They're gonna make an example out of you. Hey, good thing they didn't kill him, because now his voice is gonna get louder, bro. It's gonna get louder. They might. Hey, look, he's probably gonna get deported straight from the fucking hospital now, though.
If that motherfucker ain't got no paperwork, he's done.
Yeah, but he ain't done on no TikTok. That shit is worldwide, baby.
Hey, but if his main content, is documenting ICE, he ain't gonna be able to document ICE wherever the fuck they sending back to.
Oh shit, B! I know what he's gonna do now. He sneaks back into America after, bro. He gets all healed up. It's like 6 months later, he gets a new handle. Bang! Slides right back through.
Hey, I'll sell that motherfucking handle to somebody out there. Look, man, you want to continue this
Oh,
shit?
you ain't lying, huh?
Oh, my mama, go ahead. This motherfucker doing numbers right
bro,
now.
She should be masked up this time now, too. I'm new, Pierre.
Yeah, that motherfucker hitting for 60 and 70,000 views on his shit. His shit monetized on my
Live,
mama.
huh?
Yeah, he's a cold piece. Oh, my mama.
Yeah, did you see old girl? Kidda said to the chat, it was old girl. She got arrested because she was going live on some of these fucking they were like looting and shit. There was wild shit going. She was an influencer already, so she had a big following. But she would have like 10,000 people watching her live because she'd be outside when fools was looting shit. And like how they got her is because there was like looting an Apple store. And she was out there, oh, iPhones, y'all. Y'all want iPhones? Woo, y'all better come out here. This is and that. And then fools that were, turning them iPhones on, once you steal them iPhones and you just turn it on, bro, that shit immediately alerts authorities, you know what I mean? So the authorities came through and they swooped up a bunch of people, but then, she hears her shit's going viral, bro, they arrested her too for inciting.
Oh, yeah.
They got her for inciting a riot and instigating fucking looting and shit like that.
Tell me if
was on there going crazy. She was running it up.
Here, tell me if this sound familiar. I think I can find if I can find it. Tell me if this shit sound familiar. Watch this. Watch me.
Yeah, I think the one that kid is saying it was probably some years old, but shit was funny.
I got something for you. Watch this. Let's see if I can find this shit. What? Oh yeah, I think this might be it right here. Watch this shit. Give me two. Oh no, that ain't it. Give me a second. Damn it. Now it's gonna take me a minute.
That's all good. I'm about to roast something real quick. You fuck with Thai food?
Nah, I don't think I have had it before.
I was just thinking about this Thai food. I'm like, listen, we could take all the time we need. I'm not even tripping. Because that Thai food is about to hit even harder the more longer I wait.
How'd I have this shit saved, bro?
I'm about to smoke another one. Lee.
Yes, sir. What's up?
You start looking into them CBD products I was telling you about?
Yeah, I did. I'm gonna go when I feel a little better.
Okay, good. Because the whole thing, man, he needs to put some of that in our. You know what? You know what's crazy, bro? On God, we're gonna live in a world one day where like they give children CBD vitamins and shit on the daily. Because CBD is not psychoactive, but it has like all the man. I'm telling you, bro, we need a lot of these things. We need things that in our body to be activated to help us longevity. CBD is apparently one of them.
Damn it. Oh, this is it. Here we go, right here. I'm watching this shit the whole time. Burnt like a motherfucker. Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. So we covered this shit before.
Oh, did we?
Well, just me and the fellas in for the weekend wrap up.
Looted Tuesday night. The mayor said social media played a huge role in looting across the city.
Up a car with liquor. The continued at Philadelphia businesses, including a fine wine and good spirits shop in the Crescentville section. Police arrested 2 people near Adams Avenue and East Tabor Road after spotting them loading up a car with liquor.
They're going to be at the Apple store after this liquor store.
Police say the 2 thieves were just helping themselves to what was left. Now, all Philadelphia liquor stores, plus one in the suburbs, are under mandatory closure this morning because of the widespread looting that continues. Action News reporter Catherine Scott has been following the story since yesterday morning and joins us live in Center City with the latest developments. Catherine?
And it's unclear when these stores will reopen. They're still assessing the damage. Thankfully, no one was injured. But yesterday, all the state liquor stores in Philadelphia and one in Wyncote were closed after 18 fine wine and good spirits stores in Philadelphia were looted Tuesday night. The mayor said social media played a huge role in looting across the city.
It accelerates everything. It makes it more difficult for our officers and our intelligence people to track it. And we had the one young lady was live streaming the whole thing. Wound up with 12,000 followers and created, basically incited the riot.
It's a riot.
Police are now using this video for evidence.
This is the one.
21-year-old Deja Blackwell, known as Meatball on social media, live
That's
streaming
her.
Tuesday night, broadcasting what stores and what locations to loot. Chaos started in Center City at the Apple Store, Lululemon, and Foot Locker. The looting continued. A caravan of vehicles driving to different locations, and police say Blackwell encouraging people to join in. Businesses were also hit in West Philadelphia and Northeast Philadelphia. Mom and pop stores, pharmacies.
Now, it's in Philly.
Facts. So we covered that story on my mama. That's a couple of years old, like you said.
Yeah, because Kidda just sent that to the thread the other day or yesterday.
Hey JD, did you see that lady that lost her job at that baseball game?
For about threatening to call ICE or some shit on somebody. Yeah. I think I got that. Wow. I think I got it saved. I think I got that motherfucker saved.
Fire her. Hey, you know what's crazy is that you ever go down the rabbit hole like these Karen watch motherfuckers? Like there's fools that be like posting all kind of the crazy Karen shit that be going on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy because all right, I'm a Niner. Bones is a Niner, JD, Diamond Joe, right? We're gang members. You know what I mean? You from the other side, Lee. The other side of 1994. So we know where your allegiance lies, right?
Yeah.
But see, the reason I'm pointing this out is because we're gonna be quick to get tribal with shit. You know what I mean? It's primitive. It all dates back to when you had to represent what you ride for. You know what I mean? So now I'm saying this for the context because we're living in a day and age now where you have people who are like, now, I'm an American, Anglo-Saxon an American, you know what I mean? And then now they throw in every Hispanic right now because of ICE or every Hispanic looking individual, they throwing them under the bus. Now, get out of here. Go back to where you came from. You know what I mean? All of a sudden the voice gets louder and this is what's fucked up because energies are matched. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then when you got the people who broadcast the thing too, it works twofold. You're bringing it much needed attention to it. If it's if you're trying to highlight the negative shit that the government's doing, where ICE in this case, right? But it'll still incite the other motherfuckers that are getting tribal with it. Yeah, America, get rid of them.
100%.
Look at what they're doing. Woo, you know what I mean? Like the same way a motherfucker will, JD knows this because JD is he's a one of one off top, but JD will tell you he don't hate the Raiders. He's a full-on gang member, bro. Niner gang. But his fam bam too also was Raiders. Bro, he'll go to a Raider game. He ain't hating on no Raiders. See, me, that's a different story. And there's a lot of people that was like this. People would kill each other over this Niner Raider shit. For real.
No, I seen some fights.
Literally.
online.
No, literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
You know, I'm always grew up a Giants fan. And yeah, fuck the Dodgers. But then it was like, fuck the Dodgers for real when they beat that dude up. Remember they beat the dude
100%,
up?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fucked him up, almost killed him. Now his life, his quality of life is shitty for the rest of his life, even though he probably got bazillions of dollars suing the Dodgers or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? I'm sure. But you know what I mean? Now he just half dead.
I think the Dodgers end up paying his medical expenses and shit.
So when you have something like this, you know what I mean, where they're like, get rid of we got to get rid of all of them. Go back to Trump shit in 2016. He was talking about building a wall, a fence or something. You talking about building something? This is like, you know what I mean?
His wall, yeah, that's why we have a shutdown, because they don't want to fucking pay for his wall. It's partially the reason why.
Listen, Lee, this is why I don't really speak on too much specifics of politics, because I don't want to ever sound ignorant.
Oh, I hear you, though.
What I'm talking about. You do not know that's why. They were never going to build no wall, bro. That was part of him inciting these people that go, yeah, build a wall. I'll vote for him. They were never going to build no wall, bro.
No, it is true. You're right there.
Listen, bro. Listen, it gets too deep. Don't look. We don't. You know, this is how Bones died. He said too much at one time or another. You know what I mean? So there's just, Lee, you know what I mean? There's just way too much.
It's portions of that motherfucking built though. Like I've seen it. Like just driving into Tijuana, you can see that motherfucker.
Yeah, you talking about the fences?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The fences those are real.
My mama, them motherfuckers is like 50 feet tall, 100%. On my mama, they got flats in them and shit like that. I've seen multiple stories because like I fuck with how to catch a smuggler. So like they down in the border states, Arizona, Texas, us, all that, bro. They be at the motherfucking entry points. See them motherfucking fences all the time. They be patrolling them motherfuckers on everything. Them motherfuckers is hella tall, bro.
Right.
I don't know how finished it is, but it's portions in different states.
Hey, shout out to the homie Mac Nees, man. By homie Mac Nees, you know what I'm saying? His baby moms, you know what I mean? She's Mexican. Her fam bam, obviously from Mexico. They would go down there all the time. You know what I mean? And they loved him. And you know what I mean? When we would go down there and he would be like, bro, her cousin's down there, bro. And this was like in San Juan. So this is like you go through Arizona to get there. You know what I mean? And they would stay in Arizona, but then they would go across daily, basically. Just go kick it with the fam bam across the thing. But when you go across the thing, it's cracking over there. He was like, bro, they got it over there. And they always trying to figure out how to get it over there.
Thinking all day and all night, man. We got to find the right way to get this bitch over here. Oh,
and it's almost worth nothing over there.
100%.
Over there, it's worth shit. Like he's just getting it. Just if I wanted a part, just give me a bag. It was just nothing. It was like because they just like they'll even give you here. How do you get it over there? You know what I mean? That's what they want to know. They're like, hey, can you take it over there? They're trying to. And I'm like, damn, bro. And I'm telling them, don't you do that? Nah, I ain't doing none of that shit, man. He's like, fuck no. He's like, but I'm telling you, that's all the intent is. You know what I mean? When you not legal.
Yeah, that's just like that's just like a motherfucking thinking about just they daily fantasy lineups, man. If I hit this motherfucking $1 million tournament, it's a wrap. They motherfuckers thinking about every way to get that bitch over there.
Hey, look, you want to know what's crazy? I went 3 years hardcore every week. Think about this: 3 years hardcore every week during the fantasy season, doing the Millie Maker. 3 max entry, that's $60 a week. So it was $240 a week. I did this shit for 3 years throughout the whole thing, even throughout the fantasy playoffs and the NFL playoffs, all that shit. So however long that is, I did that shit. It was just part of the repertoire, right? Because I wanted to get that Millie somehow. Never won it.
What was your highest score that you ever put up?
Within the millions,
or just whatever. You know what I mean? Because you got to be
within the
floating
millions?
around. You got to be about over 200, 220 to be floating up into that shit.
I got into like you mean not what I want.
You're just your
not
total
what I want.
score.
I've never won no million.
Because look, I was 20. I was like 20 points
I
away.
got close to like 100,000th place at one point.
I was 20 points away from like 200,000, I think, bro. I posted that shit on my Instagram.
Oh, that's what I meant. I was close to like 100,000. Then you dropped to like $70.
Oh, my mama, facts. That's how my shit was.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out how to work. Yeah, but then I realized once, for me too, it's like, if something's not working, I don't just continue to do it after 3 years is like crazy already. Because then, whenever you can track where something's going, we're like, oh shit, I done spent like $3,000 on that shit. That shit is stupid.
And we know somebody that hit big on there though.
Oh, word?
Yeah, that motherfucker was on Swerve the other day. Word. Yeah, he tore their ass up. Oh my mama.
And he got paid out.
I want to say it was DraftKings.
And he got paid out. My cousin hit for 5 figures.
Oh my mama.
Yeah, it was some fat shit. Me and Candlestick a few times hit some joints. One of them was for like 1,200 for real.
Oh, that's big. Oh,
yeah,
my mama.
The GPPs. Where like I'm still leaving salary on the table because I'm just going so tournament style. Where it's like, I might got some big hitters here, but I might even be fading a few. Like so like, because when you fade, say there's the chalk of the week where you're like, damn, 70% of this field's probably gonna have this guy. So if I build at least one of these lineups or a few of these lineups without him, and he shits the bed, I clear 70% of the field. You had to think in these ways, you know what I mean?
Come on now.
So like I might even get, and I find the most lowest percentage owned guys that I could stream, and then and I would just play these, you know what I mean? That's how you used to win those tournaments. But when you did the Millie Maker shit, you had to be on the chalk that everyone was on.
100%.
Most of the time. You had to be, and then you had to find other unique little pieces to start, or some kind of different defense, or you had to find different ways to figure it out, because most of these motherfuckers are gonna have almost the same exact looking shit. You know what I mean? Because the Millie Maker is, even though that's the biggest tournament every week, that shit, you have all the sharks in there, bro.
Right.
Around the world play the Millie Maker.
And you said it's only limited to 3 entries?
Yeah, so imagine like you might have people that have the what's the joint called where you just make hella different accounts, you know what I mean? So you might have motherfucker that's spending like $600 a week on this shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? He got all these different accounts. He's maxing.
Yeah, I like the single entry games. That's what I play.
Yeah, because they have line optimizers that things of that nature. Skims, or what do they call it? Simulators, optimizers.
They give you the best lineup.
Yeah, so they sell these tools, and then every week they comes out with the projections and projected ownerships and all that shit. Bro, I was into that shit because but it's funny because I won the money doing it Bogart's way. Then when I got some money, I was like, look, if we're gonna I'm gonna buy a year's subscription to this joint and that joint, and like, you feel me? Because it was like, these are how all the big dogs are doing it. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers are living like a lot of the. Shout out to Pat Mayo. This fool made a whole little network and a whole everything. He's just doing daily fantasy, and doing content and playing it, and like fools would be like, your season content sucks. And he'd be like, oh yeah, I won $25,000 last weekend. What did you do? You work at Burger King? Like he would talk shit to people in the chat. Because he'd be like, yeah, I'm giving you fantasy rankings for season long. I suck at it. I'm great at daily fantasy. Like he would talk the bullshit. And he had the DraftKings little sponsorship for hella years. But I remember watching this fool when he was just, you know what I mean, working for someone else's network. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's a crazy Canadian. Shout out to Pat Mayo, the Mayo Media Network. If anyone, I always show him love. Yeah, and everyone he brought on his show over the years were people that I brought on to my show.
Oh, wow.
I brought on everyone but him because I could never find a good time during those times when everyone was like collabing. You know what I mean? and then he launched his own network, and he's out of here. He's doing his thing.
He then took off.
Yeah, I've been following for 10 years, so it's kind of cool if you think about it. In 10 years, he got his own shit now. But I watched him like 5 years in. He had the DraftKings thing, and then you know what I mean. He made enough money to open up his own shit, obviously. And everyone that's been rocking with him since they were on FNTSY radio back in the day, so he has like half that crew with him still. And then he has there's like Jake Seeley and who's it? Jake Seeley, Michael Floriano, guys like that. They're all somewhere now. You know what I mean? But they all started in the same shit.
No, my mama.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
100%. JB said when we book them in, a big prompt comes up on the screen saying call ICE. Undocumented.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I mean, shit, it's federal, bruh.
Federal.
I said, and he said it's federal and it never fails.
Cold world, bro. Oh, my mama. Cold fucking world. Derek said, I remember when that happened here, talking about when they was looting in Philly.
Shit.
Oh, my mama. Yeah, that bride that they said that was doing the filming, her name is Meatball, right? So that bride got famous also from being on Drewski. Oh, my mama. She's on Drewski, Could Have Been Love, or Love, the Love Show. She's on the first season of that shit. Oh, my mama. Facts. Bakes said, I can't say that, Bakes. Love you, Bo, but the rivalry is real. Battle of the Bay is no joke. The black hole is vicious. Yeah, man, I've been there, bro. Done that 100%. See me, like in my era growing up in football, like I started watching my first football game was the 89 Super Bowl, 100%, not knowing what was going on. But after that, as you know, year by year went, I just got more and more into it, right? Y'all wasn't our rivals, bro. 100%. All my cousins that's like born in the 70s and grew up in the 80s and shit, when y'all still was relevant and we wasn't shit until the 80s, like that's them motherfuckers that got the rivalry. Even the Reggie Jackson A's in the late 70s before he went to the motherfucking Yankees. Or it was vice versa. I don't, really remember the baseball history like that. But Reggie Jackson, slapping shit, 100% dominating. I don't remember y'all in the or the Giants in the 80s or 70s like that. I remember the Giants in the fucking 88, 89 when they played the Battle of the Bay. Kevin Mitchell out there catching the ball one-handed and shit like that. But as the shit started going on into the 90s, like, them Raiders wasn't no threat to us 100%, bro. And I don't got no baseball team, so I don't got no loyalty to no baseball team 100%. But yeah, y'all wasn't no rival, so I never looked at y'all as no rival or as no threat 100%. It was always just the motherfuckers with that star on their helmet growing up as a kid, and then the fucking Seacocks in the early 2010s 100%. Other than that, man, like I said, I go to Raider games, turn up. I got a program from, I think, the last game me and Cuzzo Kev dad went to, because he the Raider fan that Buggy was talking about. Oh, my mama, I have a good time at that bitch. Facts. Shit, man, that was 4 motherfucking topics. Sometimes we'll give it to y'all like that, pause, where we can get 4 in real fast. 4 in under the hour, 3 in under the hour, or 3 in and over the hour. It don't matter. Just when the conversation is good, we gonna keep this bitch rolling, and we sure appreciate y'all for pulling up on this motherfucking hump day. It's kind of ugly out here in Sacramento, California. They say it might be a chance of rain coming in here pretty soon. It's real overcast and whatnot, but that means that it's football season. So make sure you pull up tomorrow night. 4 p.m. My time, 6 p.m. Lee time. We're going to have the 4th episode of what?
The Chargers Power Hour, and the half, it's the Chargers Power Hour, and the second half is the Haterade show.
There you go.
My mama. 100%.
There you go, Lee. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Lee.
On Friday, and then just pull back up on Friday morning, man. We'll be right back. We'll wake your game up.
And after the Power Hour, we got Power Hour / Haterade show. We got the watch party.
Let's go, Lee. You gonna beat the Vikings, Lee?
We have to spank the Vikings. Pause.
Oh, okay. We'll leave it at that.
Spank.
Peace. You guys enjoy.
We gone, y'all.
Peace.
man. And them